Indian professional squad which was announced yesterday.
11 பேர் கிடைச்சாச்சு. டீம் ரெடி. மேட்ச் ஸ்டார்ட்.
Rohit said, I wanted four spinners. I don't know what he is thinking about.
ஏன்னா மூக்கு புடப்பா இருந்தா சில நேரத்துல இப்படி எல்லாம் யோசிக்க தோணும் கொஞ்சம்.
Why didn't you pick the KL Rahul? Because if Jaiswal or Rohit gets injured, he can also open. So we don't have a third opener in the squad.
நீ கேட்ட ஒவ்வொரு கேள்வி என்ன செருப்பால அடிச்ச மாதிரி இருக்கு.
Rinku Singh, who was phenomenal in what he has done for us. அதுக்கப்புறம் Trajan played, right? I think he's playing so well, and him not having a spot in even the reserve.
I'm very, very sad for Rinku and Nathu and Ritu Raj.
எனக்கு மனசே கேக்கல.
Siraj should not be in the 19 itself.
நீ கராத்த மாசம் நினைச்சு எல்லாரும் கூப்பிட்டு இருக்காங்க. ஆனா நீ புரட்டா மாசம் இருக்கிறது எனக்கு ஒருத்தருக்கு தான்.
Gill should have not been in the 19.
எனக்கு வருத்தம்பா. எனக்கு ரொம்ப வருத்தம்.
In this squad, I don't think we will win the cup.
Oh God!
Hey, welcome to another episode of the Couch Coaches. We're going to talk about Pirates of the Caribbean 2024. கப்பு யாருக்கு கிடைக்க போறது?
பிகிலே வா கப்பு முக்கியம் பிகிலே.
Over to you, Priyesh.
Hi, this is the analysis of the Indian professional squad which was announced yesterday.
11 பேர் கிடைச்சாச்சு. டீம் ரெடி. மேட்ச் ஸ்டார்ட்.
We are going to construct this episode in three ways. One, our picks, which were we picked before the IPL, and the hit ratio of that. Then the squad itself. Third, and the analysis of the squad. And then third one is who missed out and why. Okay. So we will go to our picks. Rama, 95% marks for the teams we picked up.
Well done. तालियां होनी चाहिए यार हमारे लिए.
I will link up that episode here for you to see the 15 we picked up before the IPL. So Rama, what was your picks before the IPL?
எல்லாரும் அஜித் அகர்கர் ஸ்பெயின்ல வெக்கேஷன் போனா, அப்புறம் ரோஹித்தை மீட் பண்ணா, everybody announced their pick like 1 week before the thing. நம்ம என்னைக்கோ சொல்லிட்டோம், right? It's a hard problem, but let's look at my picks.
And BCCI should now look at the coaches seriously.
Correct. Yes. So I think in my squad I have Rohit, Virat, Sky, Rinku, guy who missed out, Jaiswal, Jurel. I was big on Jurel. ஏன்னா அப்ப பையன் பயங்கரமா ஆடினோம். ஜடேஜா, ஹர்திக் பாண்டியா, அக்ஷர், நம்ப முடியல, தாக்கூர், பும்ரா, சிராஜ், குல்தீப் and அர்ஷ்தீப்.
போதும் லிஸ்ட் பெருசா போய்கிட்டு இருக்கு.
So I think if I compare it to the squad which we will do next, there were a few outliers, but most of them are in.
Yeah. My squad was Rohit and Virat, Sky, Rinku, Rutu, KL and Samson, Jatu, Artik, Dubek, Washi or Aksar, and Mubra, Siraj, Kuldeep, and Ashdeep. So one or two misses also itself, and I think we got the overall team in place before the IPL itself. Whatever Ajit and Rohit can say that they discusses before the IPL, but I think they saw our episode. Okay. Now we will go to the squad they announced yesterday. I will read out the squad. It is Rohit, Virat, Jaiswal, Sky, Pant, Samson, Jaddu, Hardik, Dubey, Akshar, Brumrah, Siraj, Kuldeep, Ashtrip, and Chahal.
இது என்ன பிரமாதம்? இது விட பெசலைட் ஒண்ணு இருக்கு.
The reserves are Gill, Rinku, Khalil Ahmed, and Avesan Singh, or Khan, sorry,
Khan.
and Khan.
போந்தோனைக்கு நான் தான் ஏன் துணைக்கு நீதான்.
Now we will go to the overall analysis of the squad and who will be the 11 or our Oceans 11 who will play Abrina. We will analyze.
See, எனக்கு வந்து it's a very hard problem because there's a lot of talent, what everybody has said. And sometimes you take a very safe bet so that நாளைக்கு தோத்தாலும் nobody is going to come at you. That's why if you look at Hardik Pandya and Pant, right?
திரும்ப வரமாட்டேன் தானடா ஆட்டம் போட்டீங்க. வந்துட்டேன்டா.
They have been on and off. Obviously, Hardik has been very spotty in the IPL.
No comments. Simply yes.
And then Pant Vandu, he came back and played a few innings, but he's not completely back to the Pant of his old, right? And if you truly wanted to give people a longer rope, then you should have really looked at somebody like Rinku Singh, who was phenomenal in what he has done for us. அதுக்கப்புறம் பையன் didn't get his chances at KKR. What to do? Impact player and all that thing. He could not get his chance. So that was not Urmari. It's all over the place. And India always gets caught in this emotional thing, right? நீ சில பேரை எடுக்கணும், எடுக்க வேணாம். Clear cut strategy. இவங்க எனக்கு வேணான்னு சொல்லி தைரியம் கிடையாது பண்றது இல்ல. So from that standpoint,
or sponsor pressure
correct, yeah. And ingi kuda paathom the way Natarajan played, right? I think he's playing so well, and him not having a spot in even the reserve.
எனக்கு மனசே கேக்கல.
So at least travel with the
So
team.
we will go to Natto in the section who missed out.
Yeah.
In the squad, you pick your 11, and then we can say what the mistake they have done, and then we will see what it is, because four spinners, they will not play each game. I'm telling you, maximum two spinners, maybe three.
Correct.
And three la Aksar and Jatu will play because they are on run draws. Why are you taking Chahal and Kuldeep in the 15th?
Yeah.
So if you want a replacement for Kuldeep, if he gets injured, Chahal could have been in the reserves. Okay. Then why are and if Jaiswal or Rohit becomes injured, not out of the tournament, who are you going to open with Virata?
நீ கேட்ட ஒவ்வொரு கேள்வி என்ன செருப்பால் அடிச்ச மாதிரி இருக்கு.
Correct. Yeah, it's going to be. அதான் சொன்னேன் அந்த ஒரு it's not given you a lot of just picked people and not thought through entirely. But given this squad, you will have to now start your opening with Rohit and Jaiswal. That is how it is set up, right?
Maybe Saiswal will miss is my count, because you say what your 11 and then I will.
Yeah, my feeling is you will start with Rohit and Jaiswal, with Virat coming 1 drop, and then you're going to have Sky coming 2 drop. Okay. Right after that, at 5, you have to sort of play Dubey.
Right? Because if he gets down, he is not used in the team at all.
Correct. 6ல வந்து Pant, 7ல வந்து Hardik. Just based on, then you are left with now 4. அதுவே பார்த்தா 8 is too late for Jadeja. But 8ல Jadeja, right? Then Bumrah will get his spot, and definitely they will have one more pacer. Left arm kaga Arshdeep will get his spot. So all you are now left with is one spot.
Right? Kuldeep, that's all.
No, it's going to be Kuldeep. So it is reasonably done. And I mean, we're just picking from what is sort of given to you from cards. So that's my Oceans 11.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if I go with your 11, 2 spinners will not play most of the games.
Correct.
So why don't you go with another batsman or another fast bowler? It's a question.
Correct.
Rohit said, I wanted four spinners. I don't know what he is thinking about.
ஏன்னா மூக்கு புடப்பா இருந்தா சில நேரத்துல இப்படி எல்லாம் யோசிக்க தோணும் கொஞ்சம்
Because in New York is a
Drop in
pitch
pitch.
from drop in pitch from Adelaide.
Adelaide.
So we don't know whether it's a bouncy wicket or a spongy wicket or
Yep.
it will take turn or whatever. Okay.
Hmm.
And they are backing Hardik to bowl 2 or 3 overs at 140 because if they play only 2 paces in the 11, then Hardik should bowl at that pace because do pace can bowl, but he's only 130s. Okay.
Correct.
So that's the problem. So if they drop Jaiswal and then say Rocco will open, Sky one, number 3, 4 one the Dubey, 5 one the Pant or Hardik based on the situation. Okay. 7 Jadeja. Then you have a spot for a Akshar or another spinner or another pacer in the 11. But if you are going with Chaiswal, then Dubey might bills if they are playing 2 spinners, 2 pacers, and Jatu. புரியுதா? So that is the wrong combination, I think. Okay. And why didn't you pick the KL role? Because if Jaiswal or Rohit gets injured in the tournament, but not out of the tournament, he can also open. So we don't have a third opener in the squad. Okay. So that is the big conundrum.
Yeah, that's a good
So,
point. See, நான் நினைக்கிறேன் with KL, you would have got a few options. ஒன்னு 5லயும் ஆட முடியும், அவனால ஆடி இருக்கான் முன்னாடி.
ஆமா,
1லயும் ஆட முடியும். And
ஆமா,
then he can also keep, right? So
ஆமா.
you need a player like that who can sort of float around, and depending on the situation, you can bring him into the squad. இப்போ without KL, Samson, if you're going to push Samson to 5 or 7, he's never done that, right? He's
I
only
mean, his stats look good for India at that place, but IPL is number 3. So
Correct.
either you open with Virat and Rohit, play Samson at number 3, Sky at number 4, and Dobe at number 5. I don't think they will do because they will always want Pant to be there. So that is the problem.
இல்ல, அது
They
மட்டும்
are
இல்லடா. It's very hard to suddenly open with Virat and Rohit without even doing that once ever before, right? So do we?
Rohit 500 runs in the IPL. Okay.
I
So
mean,
they
Virat.
are, huh?
Virat.
ஐயோ பாவம் அவரே கன்ஃபியூஸ் ஆயிட்டாரம்
ஆமா. In the IPL,
Correct.
500 runs in the 10 innings for RCB. Rohit is a opener. So
Yep.
I don't have the pressure for them to open. My only pressure is they might discard Dubey with the compensation of the team if they want to play 2 spinners, which is Kulsha, and 2 pacers, and Jatu and Hardik as the 5th and 6th. Then Dubey is gone because
Correct.
you don't have the place. So, or you have 2 pacers, one Kuldeep as the spinner, the Jadeja, and Hardik and Dubey to pitch in. But Hardik is playing for Gujarat and Mumbai at number 4 or 5. Now you are asking him to be the finisher in the squad. So if Dubey comes at 5, Pant at 6, Hardik at 7 is a finisher role, which he did 3 or 4 years ago.
Correct. Correct.
So அதான் road category இல்ல. Okay.
Correct.
And the it's the goof up that they have done, and in this squad, I don't think we will win the cup.
ஓ காட்
uh, because the composition will not be right at all. But we are hopeful as a Indian fan.
Correct.
Now to the last segment, who missed out?
See,
Major missed out is Rinku.
correct. ஏன்னா he's proved it over time, right?
Yeah,
2020 ஆடி இருக்கான், கொடுத்த opportunity, he has done all
yeah,
those things, and his role is very clear.
yeah.
வந்து he is played like 7 8 balls, score something, just getting off that and immediately doing it பண்ணியிருக்கான் பையன். And that
And
finisher.
once one innings when we are 30 for 4, he
Correct,
and Rohit had a 150
correct,
partnership. So
correct.
that also he could do.
Correct,
So,
exactly. So you need somebody who has that kind of maturity, who can
yeah.
read the situation and play through it, because you may get into that situation. So he is definitely the top name. And I agree with you. If you wanted four spinners, Chahal Tuki reserve la potu Rinku
Yeah.
15 la vechirunda, you had this option if suppose Pandya breaks down, gets injured, or
Yeah.
if Dubey is not performing or he is injured, then quickly you can bring Rinku into the 11 and get that kind of stability. So that was definitely a name that is
Because I
missed.
don't know how many times Pant or Hardik can finish the games.
Correct.
That's one.
Yeah.
Second one, why did you name Gill in the reserves? What has he done in the
Correct.
last 6 or 7 months?
Mhm.
Patchy test series, okay. White ball World Cup
Mhm.
illa. So why didn't you name Ruturaj?
Mhm.
Because he was the captain for you in Asian Games. He has had a century against Australia.
Mhm.
He's the orange cap holder as we speak now in this appeal. Okay. What else he has to go? So
Correct.
why Gill in the results? Then two bowlers, Khalil Ahmed and
Always come.
Harvesh Khan. Why not Natu?
Yeah. Yeah. And
Okay.
also, that is a clear miss for me. Natarajan at least being in the reserves, right? And Salapona, he could even trump Arshdeep. And you can ask the
Ama,
question, why can't
ama,
he be instead of Arshdeep in
ama,
the squad?
ama.
Because Arshdeep, he's not done well in the IPL and he's been constantly hit. Agreed, it's only a recent thing, but even before that, he's not been when he first came off, right? I think Arshdeep was really solid. He could really bowl that length, weird length, and box down players. He's not there right now. And Natu has really proved that right now. So I think he's missed out big time.
And you could have also given Sandeep Sharma a
Mhm.
chance in instead of our Shan. So
Correct.
I don't know what the thought process is
Correct.
with the Ajay and Rohit and KL. As we spoke, KL also missed out. Uh, I don't know whether they are giving the players information that they have to play this role in the IPL or not. Because if you don't do that, then how can they be picked up in the
Correct.
Indian squad?
Correct.
So Rinku hasn't played enough for
Correct.
KKR because the Narain has had a fantastic
Correct.
IPL for them. Okay.
Correct.
Andamari in the if he is not getting the chances, what I mean, you can't do anything.
Correct.
Hmm.
See, it also means that what are usually our World Cup squad, you think about it good 24 months before, then you start planning for the event, thinking through players for positions, which we always said in the past, right? இந்தியா எப்பயுமே வந்து அந்த லாஸ்ட் மினிட்ல இந்த எக்ஸாமுக்கு முன்னாடி நாள் வந்து படிச்சு கடகடன்னு அந்த கோனார் நோட்ஸை வச்சு பண்ற மாதிரி. பட் அது இருந்தா கூட அதர் தென் டூபே, these people you could have picked if you decided to pick well before, like even 6 months back, you could have done it. அப்படி பண்ணியிருந்தா Rinku would have been in that squad. You one person you dinged him because he didn't get chances of what happened, but he fits that position really well. The few people, so the it's not a very uniform way of evaluating players, and that is what is interesting. I mean, can they win? There is always a possibility of any team winning in
Yeah, I mean,
2020, but would you feel confident to
no.
saying they are on the top? No, I look at a team like England and they're still a super squad, right? And you
West
look,
Indies, par they will.
yeah.
I'm putting my money on West Indies
Hmm.
this time. Power raters.
Hmm.
And if you wanted a finishing wicket keeper, you could have called Dinesh Karthik.
Yeah. And if you wanted to give a punt and I mean not Rishabh punt, but a punt, if you want to take based on the performance from IPL, there are so many of these youngsters and new names, right? சும்மா ஒருத்தனை ரிசர்வ்லயாவது போட்டு வச்சிருக்கலாம் just to give them the confidence of going with the team
Yeah,
or
yeah.
yeah,
See, if you are going based on IPL, Siraj should not be in the
yeah,
15, I mean 19 itself.
yeah,
நீ கராத்த மாசம் நினைச்சு எல்லாரும் கூப்பிட்டு இருக்காங்க ஆனா நீ புரட்டா மாசம் இருக்கிறது எனக்கு ஒருத்தருக்கு தான்
And a lot of players Gill should have not been in the
yeah.
19. Okay.
எனக்கு வருத்தம்ப்பா எனக்கு ரொம்ப வருத்தம்
Andamari and Daishwal last 2 or 3 matches only in
Hmm.
the IPL. So, if you are going with the IPL, go with the IPL. If
Correct.
you are going with the past performances for India, go with that.
Yeah,
Rinko has done both. So
correct.
why did he get that chance? So that's the I don't know. I mean, I think it is better for India when Rohit and Kohli retires because will have more options or of players coming in the squad, and the
The only
balance
point is
will
the leading from the front, Padaj, KL Rahul have left him right now. Pandya doesn't seem to be the Pandya that he was when given,
Pant,
which means Tiruppi captaincy for a 2020
Pant,
yaar Kapura.
Pant.
Yeah, but that is also based on what's going to be
No,
his traction from
in that 20 couple, Rohit. Okay.
correct.
I'm saying from the next time, I think they have to give away or Rohit should say I'm done.
Yeah,
And Virat should also say I'm done. And breed Pant or Rutu Raj or Samson is
yeah,
only 29.
yeah.
So why don't you breed them? So and you can have 3 captains. There is no said
Yeah,
rule
yeah,
that
yeah.
yeah the captain of India should be captain on in all the
3 formats, yeah.
formats. So I'm very, very sad for Rinku and Nathu and Rutu Raj. But what it is. So we will see. 25th May is the cutoff to finalize the teams. So if anybody gets a niggle or Hardik Pandya says doesn't want to play, we will have a change in the squad. But this is the professional squad which will go to America and the Caribbean for the T20 World Cup in June. Okay. So please share, subscribe, and like this video. We will see you on another episode in the short term. Bye.
Bye.